Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mass Retirees Weekly Update. Today's Friday, November 8th. I'm Sean Duhamel. Thank you so much for joining with us and tuning in again this week. Now, for those of you who either watched this video last week or read last week's weekly message, you may recall that Nancy McGovern and I are in Washington, D.C. this week attending the annual conference of the Public Sector Healthcare Roundtable, which is an organization that represents and provides services and research materials and so forth to GIC-type public sector health plans from across the country. This is their 20th annual conference. It is a fantastic forum. We learn so much from these events, and we're really looking forward to bringing that knowledge back here to Massachusetts and being able to put it to work for all of you. Because as you know, on a day-to-day basis, more and more of our time and our effort and our focus is on healthcare-related issues. However, while we're in Washington, we're also planning on spending time on Capitol Hill meeting with legislative staff in developing a greater insight and gathering information on what may be coming next in terms of the Social Security WEP and GPO efforts. Those of you who have been following this know that Congress is coming back into session next Tuesday, November 12th. At that time, it is anticipated that a vote will be scheduled on H.R. 82, which of course is the legislation that would fully repeal both WEP and GPO. So between our visit this week and what we'll learn when Congress comes back into session next week, our hope is that we will have a deeper and direct understanding of what might come next. However, in the meantime, our association and all of you watching, if you are impacted and affected either by the WEP or GPO, to continue to do your part, contact your local member of Congress, contact our 2 U.S. senators or your U.S. senators wherever you may live. Urge them not only to support ending WEP and GPO, urge them to make it a personal priority in 2024. This issue has now gone on for 41 years. Now is the time to act. We have had no higher degree of support than we have right now. So now is the time to finish the job, get this done, bring an end to these 2 very, very unfair laws. We will have more information to share with all of you at the end of next week. So please look to this weekly message next Friday, which I believe is November 15th, as well as our virtual Teletown Hall meeting, which is taking place next Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. Our Teletown Hall meetings are open to all Mass Retirees members. There are 2 ways for you to participate in the Teletown Hall meeting. One is simply by answering the automated phone call that will come into you at the time of the meeting on Friday, which is 1 o'clock. If we have either your home phone number or your cell phone number in our database, you will receive an automated call from me coming from Mass Retirees at the time of the event. And most likely the number that, if you're looking at your caller ID, it will be the toll-free number that we use for our Teletown Hall meetings. The second way for you to participate, if you don't receive that call or you happen to be out on the road at the time and the call doesn't come in, you can call the toll-free Teletown Hall number that is printed on the back of your Mass Retirees membership card. That is the same number that you will be receiving the automated phone call from. So those are the 2 ways for you to participate in the town hall meeting, which should last roughly an hour. In addition to us presenting information and updating you on where things stand, we also will leave plenty of time for question and answers from our members. We want to hear directly from you. We want to answer questions that you may have in mind, but we're going to update everybody on the key points first. In addition to the WEP and the GPO, as well as the healthcare conference that we're attending, we also hope to have some new information in terms of the Special Commission on the COLA that is about to begin, as well as the Task Force on Post-Retirement Work, and other relevant healthcare issues that are taking place here in Massachusetts at either the local level or that we're anticipating coming down the road in the coming weeks and months from the State Group Insurance Commission. In addition to those efforts, we're also working with our partner EO to put together and host a special virtual forum on the risks and benefits of medical marijuana. Now, those of you who have been following these issues know that we announced our working relationship with EO several months ago. That relationship came together after we conducted a membership survey about a year ago in terms of the interest of our members in the issue of medical marijuana. And 2/3 of those who took the survey came back, said that either they were currently utilizing medical marijuana as a treatment option or were interested in doing so, but felt that they were lacking the proper information and knowledge to do so in a safe and effective manner. And in the months since, we continue to hear from members that are either interested in this topic or their family members are, and they're seeking more information from a reliable source. And that's one of the key reasons, really the key reason, why we've decided to work with EO. EO is a Massachusetts-based company. They are staffed by medical and clinical professionals. Their sole focus is on the medical use of cannabis as a treatment option. There is no recreational component to this. EO does not sell or promote the recreational use of cannabis. Is strictly focused on medical purposes only. And as we have stated in the past, the products that EO and its partners provide to retirees are not smokable. These are ointments, topical gels, sometimes they come in pill or in aerosol form, but these are not smokable products like you would find on the recreational side of things. It is a very, very different process. Now, our involvement is simple. We're simply providing the forum and the access to a reputable company focused on these issues. So the virtual Teletown Hall meeting, which is going to take place on Tuesday, November 19th at 1 p.m., the focus will be on the risks and benefits of medical cannabis. The forum will be hosted by Dr. Brooke Worster. Dr. Worster did her residency at Mass General and Dana-Farber. She is one of the leading experts on medical cannabis as a treatment option. Dr. Worster will, in addition to making a presentation of the general information in terms of the risks and benefits, is also going to be taking direct questions from our members. Joining Dr. Worster is Emily Hajar. Emily Hajar is a clinical pharmacist specializing in geriatric medicine. So these are leading experts in this field. They come with a wealth of knowledge, and it is going to be an excellent opportunity for those of you who have an interest in this topic, whether you are currently utilizing medical cannabis as a treatment option or you're interested in doing so, or if you're just curious to learn more, this is the opportunity to do so. Contained in today's email message is the link to either RSVP to the virtual meeting or simply join the meeting at 1 p.m. on the 19th. We will also be providing the recorded copy of the meeting that we'll provide to members either through the Mass Retirees website or through another weekly message. But we want to make sure that this information is available to anyone who's interested in it, and to provide, simply be providing a resource for all of you. Now, in addition to the Teletown Hall meeting on the 15th, the virtual meeting with EO on the 19th, we will also be hosting our annual South Coast area membership meeting here in Massachusetts, down in Westport at Whites of Westport on Friday, November 22nd at 11 a.m. All of our area meetings are open to all Massachusetts or all Mass Retirees members. You're welcome to bring a guest. We always serve light refreshments. Door prizes are drawn, but it gives you the opportunity not only to hear about what's happening in terms of the issues that directly impact public retirees, but also gives you the opportunity to interact directly with us. Ask us questions. If you have a complaint or a concern, it gives you the opportunity to speak directly with Frank Valeri, our association president, or with myself or any member of our staff. It also gives us the opportunity to get to know you a little bit. And as I've said before, one of the favorite parts of working for all of you is being able to meet with you and engage with you face to face. Speaking to this camera right now in an empty room is great to get information out to all of you, but I would much prefer to be able to do this in front of live human beings and be able to speak with you directly. So if you can't make the Teletown Hall meeting on the 15th, if you're in the greater South Coast area, Fall River, New Bedford, Taunton, Plymouth, Cape Cod. I know Plymouth and Cape Cod are not part of the South Coast. I grew up in Plymouth. I know it's the South Shore and the Cape is the Cape. But it's not that far away from Whites of Westport. If it's a nice day, take a ride over. It's a beautiful area. Come on by and say hello. We will have one final meeting in 2024 to round out the year, taking place in early December in Central Mass in Auburn at the Auburn Elks. We will be providing you with further information on that meeting in the weeks ahead. So with that, let me sign off for today. Again, we will be back to you again next week with a full recap of what's taking place right now as Nancy and I are in DC, as well as additional information on other breaking news as it becomes available. But be safe, be well, everybody, and we'll talk to you again really soon. Bye-bye.